It's the usual shit, guys. Welcome back to my channel, and it is another story time since it is Sunday. And this Sunday is going to be the story of, here's the title, My Uncle and the Magical Turquoise Thong. A thong is basically a really small pair of knickers, basically. Let's begin. It was a lovely day in the land, and it was like a little festival sort of thing near the sea. And I mean the sea, I actually mean the sea. On the shore of a little place. I'm not telling you where because of privacy purposes. Again. Anyway, so everyone was drunk. Everyone was absolutely fucking hammered. I was only 4 at the time, but I remember this very fondly because I thought it was fucking hilarious. My uncle was fucked out his face. My brother was fucked out his face, and these are the two main people of the story, my brother and my uncle. So, my uncle's a cunt. So is my brother. Add them two cunts together, you have a cunt war. A war between two cunts. War of the cunts. I don't know, fucking cunt fest. Anyway, so, my uncle goes up to my brother, and my brother was a complete, chav at the time, so he wore, tracksuit, everything, with a cap, you know, the New Yorker cap, whatever the fuck you call it, I don't know, east side, west side, all that rapper bollocks. Anyway, so my uncle swiped his hat from his head and chucked it into the sea, in which my brother reacted to, fuck it, I'm taking off all my clothes and jumping in after it. So he jumped in after it, got the hat, and the sea at that area anyway was infested with jellyfish. So, you know, my brother got stung. And so next thing I know, I had to start peeing on him because apparently that's how shit works. But anyway, after all that, my uncle took his lighter for fags or cigarettes in America, depending. Anyway, so he got his lighter and chucked it into the sea. My uncle did to my brother anyway. And so my brother whipped off all of his clothes again to jump back in. Got back out, didn't get stung this time, and my uncle thought he was getting stood up by my brother. So what he did was that he whipped off all of his clothes, all apart from a bright turquoise thong. And he stood there, showing it off for a good couple of seconds, because wearing a turquoise thong is something to be proud of when, Yeah, anyway. So, my uncle dives in to the sea with nothing but turquoise pants on, and his bollocks were hanging out the side of it all the time. You could see a hairy plum on each side, and it's just fuck's sake. So we got into the sea and just started swimming about for a good 10 seconds before he got stung multiple times. Then he said, fuck it, I'm coming back up. Came back up. Someone had to pee on him, I don't know who, but someone had to. I don't know why people were peeing on people, but it was just a thing. I don't know, a myth about jellyfish. Is it a myth? I don't know, tell me in the comments if it's a myth. Anyway, so, that was that for that day. But the next day, everybody woke up. My uncle was still fucking out of his face, hungover, not waking up until 3 o'clock. My brother found his turquoise thongs and put them on, taking the piss. My uncle came down the stairs to see him prancing around in it, taking the piss out of him. So, my uncle didn't take too kindly of that. So then, my uncle, a few hours later, got the turquoise pants, went outside into the front garden, chapped on the window of our house, with everybody looking at him, and he set the turquoise pants on fire. And we didn't know why he did that, because it had no correlation to anything whatsoever. He wasn't proving a point to anybody, apart from the fact he could burn his own pants for no reason. So when he realised that nobody gave a shit, he did a man cry, where he was it was just a massive tantrum, and he was 30 odd at the time. Anyway, that's the story. If you did enjoy this week's story, please leave a like and subscribe, and I shall see you all next week with another story time with the resurrected sausage king. Goodbye.